The Mediterranean diet can reduce symptoms of stress and anxiety in older adults. In the right contexts, treatment can be life-saving, but in the wrong context, it can be quite harmful. Exercise, it's associated with increased muscle strength, improved heart health, lower blood sugar, and just about every other physical improvement you can name. A new study reveals that repetitive practice not only improves skills, but also induces significant changes in the brain's memory pathways. That's one of the issues that exists around the advice that was given, is that there really aren't boundaries defined for safety. A team of brain specialists at the California Institute of Technology has developed a brain-computer interface, BCI approach, to decode words spoken entirely in the brain by recording signals from individual neurons in real time. A first. Plush, therapist-backed advice for people who think they have ADHD. A new study reveals the crucial role of the protein contactin-4, CNTN4, in neuron developments, impacting both neurodevelopmental disorders and Alzheimer's disease. The outbreak of bird flu in the US has alarmed researchers and prompted new efforts to track the virus that's already killed millions of birds from Europe to Antarctica. Just in time for National Lyme Disease Awareness Month, the Pennsylvania Department of Health launched a new online dashboard to provide Pennsylvania residents and healthcare providers with information about tick-borne diseases. Retatrutide is being heralded as a more potent form of Ozempic. Here is everything you need to know about the drug. While many families are touched by cancer, a handful, like ours, seemed especially cursed. Neuroengineers discovered that certain brain cells age faster than others, particularly in Alzheimer's patients. Researchers in Switzerland have developed an experimental edible protein gel designed to prevent alcohol from causing hangovers. There have been 8 cases this year in Chicago compared to an average of 1 to 3 a year between 2017-2022. Researchers discovered that SARS-CoV-2 can penetrate the blood-retinal barrier, potentially causing long-term eye damage. Syrtec, Claritin, Allegra, Flonase. Experts aren't sure why kids as young as 10 are being diagnosed with colon cancer, which usually affects adults over 50. The number of U.S. fatal overdoses fell last year. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention posted the numbers Wednesday. Vic's fixation and fascination with real and fictional cruel acts could be interpreted as examples of psychopathic traits. Scalia has been documenting his medical journey, sharing each and every one of his MRI results, including photos, to his social media. The way a newborn is delivered could change the way their immune system later responds to life-saving medicine. Rather than focusing on specific diets, the scientists examined the link between the foods individuals liked and disliked and their mental health and cognition. If you want your health to be in shipshape this summer, you might want to be aware of the dangerous germs you could be exposed to at the beach. Before the first COVID-19 vaccine became available, Americans radically changed their behavior to avoid getting the virus by social distancing and wearing. Adding these 7 immunity-boosting habits into your daily routine can help strengthen your body's defense against infections, including COVID-19 variants like KP2. It has long been thought that testosterone shortens men's lives. The preliminary results of a clinical trial of using heat exposure to combat depression are in and are fueling cautious optimism that sauna practice could become an accepted treatment. A meta-analysis found that individuals over 60 adhering to the Mediterranean diet had an 11% lower risk of dementia and a 27% lower risk of Alzheimer's compared to those not following the diet, based on data from over 59,000 participants across various studies. New research from the University of East Anglia has found that wearing face masks did not lower the risk of COVID infection following the initial surge of the Omicron variant. A new vaccine for dengue received pre-qualification from the World Health Organization, WHO, on 10 May 2024. TAC-003 is the second dengue vaccine to be pre-qualified by WHO. The scientist investigates the rejuvenating potential of young blood and has created a system that calculates the age of each organ and warns if it is prematurely aging. Lane County public health officials have declared an outbreak of pertussis, known commonly as whooping cough, with a total number of 40 cases so far community-wide. A DNA analysis of Ludwig van Beethoven's hair shows that he likely had lead poisoning. A new study reveals that disrupted dopamine signaling during neural development is linked to autism spectrum disorder, ASD. Do you have to frequent the restroom every time you visit the bookstore? A gut health doctor explains what might be behind this phenomenon. Federal public health officials are turning to wastewater surveillance to help fill in the gaps in efforts to track H5N1 bird flu outbreaks in dairy cows. A new study found that some individuals show no Alzheimer's symptoms despite having the disease's brain processes. People with obesity are 4 times more likely to lose weight if they're offered pounds at the end of their weight loss journey, according to a new study from the UK.